So guys, this video is a video of the Naples Airport Authority Board of Commissions meeting that happened yesterday, November 18th. It's on a Thursday. I'm going to add in, when I talk about the situations that I'm speaking about, the civil rights violations that happened at the Naples Airport and my incident or interaction with the Naples City Manager, Dana Souza. I will add those little teasers into those videos, and the description will have the links to those videos. So please go check the description after you watch this video. If you haven't seen the videos that I'm talking about within my public comments at this meeting, please go watch those. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I appreciate all you guys' support. Much love, respect, and appreciation.
Actually, Bill, I need your advice again. This next item on the agenda is public comments. And we have a speaker registration form filled out, and the name is anonymous. So, and he has indicated evidently, according to Ms. Lenhard, that he does not wish to state his name. So how do we handle a situation like that? I mean, how do we know who this person is?
A special district like ours
Yeah.
has the legal right to have reasonable rules concerning public comments, and asking someone to provide their name and address are, I believe, reasonable.
Right.
However, I will tell you that I defer to you and the rest of the board as to whether you'd like to still allow someone to make a public comment, but you also have the right to enforce our reasonable rules.
Right.
In asking every public comment person to provide their name.
Well, I will just say this, if you notice, I think the gentleman is in the back of the room. He's videotaping us on his phone. I think this is sort of a bait, a bait to us, and I'm not quite sure how to handle it, so I'll defer to...
I welcome all public comments from parties that are public, not necessarily anonymous. So, I would like to at least know who we're speaking with, and as is the custom for and duty of all of us to identify who we are and to do everything on public. So, if it's part of a public forum, I would prefer that we address and welcome all comments from identifiable public persons or organizations.
Chair, if I may.
Yeah.
It's your discretion. You and the rest of the board, you could ask him to identify himself, even though he's not indicating on his card. This is a public meeting. We're a public entity. I mean, I have no reservations or concerns if you allow him to speak.
And I would echo that. It's
Okay.
obviously in your discretion to enforce your reasonable rules, but if you were to ask my opinion, I would say defer on the side of allowing any member of the public to speak,
Okay.
even if they want to withhold their name.
So, Mr. Anonymous, come on up.
First, I'd like to say thank you for giving me the time to speak. This is about civil rights violations at the Naples Airport. Just the fact that you think this was a bait situation is concerning itself, and that there was even a question where I have the right to be private and anonymous within public speaking, and I don't have to give my information. So I do appreciate you guys giving them that that information that I could and should be able to speak now. So I was at Naples Airport, I believe it was October 20th, somewhere around there. I was confronted by the Naples Airport Authority because I was filming on the property. That is not against the law. It is protected by the First Amendment. They then called Naples Airport, Naples Police Department. They then, Corporal Davis, instantly got out of his vehicle. He solicited a trespass from the Naples Airport Authority as illegally trespassed from the property.
I was asked by our security manager to just ask you not to take any more pictures. Call the police, so he told me to have.
Sir, you should move out of the crosswalk.
Only one breaking the law here is you. You gonna let him know that I'm telling you you're blocking the crosswalk?
Yeah, I already did tell him.
Okay.
He wants me to let you know that I'm blocking the crosswalk.
I'm a person.
It doesn't matter. You're in public, sir.
I am telling you not.
It doesn't matter. Officer, right here. Can I get your badge number?
You were placed under arrest for trespassing. Off the property! I'm being very patient.
The sidewalk is public, sir.
No, it's just...
They are a private entity.
No.
For any reason whatsoever, they can
No,
deny you, sir.
no, that's discrimination, sir. All for filming. It's a public-funded airport. It's owned by Naples. I'm having trouble with not just that situation. I came here to speak to Dana Souza about that situation. All I got was aggression, escalation. He got in my face. He called the Naples Police Department on me again. He tried to stop public from expressing their grievances with him by knocking on his door, which is all publicly open, accessible areas. They tried to block that area so I could not speak to him about these grievances. Okay, and he's a city attorney as well?
Yes.
Very serious about civil rights violations. Okay, so look what they've done. Oh, so the public can't go up to the doorways?
It's more comfortable for us.
I need you to go back on the other
Am
side.
I going to be arrested for something? Can you give me 6 feet?
I'll give you 3. Can you make your call for me?
What will you arrest me for if I don't move from here? It's a violation of freedom of speech. You guys have no idea what the Constitution is. I have emailed Diane Terrell. I have not heard back from her. This is why I'm here today. If I were to have professionalism brought to me and emails responded, I would not even be here right now. These are major rights violations, and they're federal law that was broken that day. Conspiracy to violate rights. This was very, very concerning that just because I was filming, I was asked, not even asked, I was forced off the property, standing in the street. I couldn't even stand on the sidewalk. All conspired by Naples Airport Authority and the police department. They told me it was private property. I could not be on the property or else I'd be arrested. That's threatening with physical harm and kidnapping right there. If it's an illegal detainment and illegal arrest, that would be kidnapping and threatened with violence. That is coercion out of my rights. First Amendment protected activity. It's very concerning, and I wanted to bring it in front of the board today, and I wanted to make it public record so that everyone knows on these TVs everywhere that this is happening and that you guys are trying, I don't know you guys specifically, but there's some sort of cover-up happening about this, and I have not heard anything back about this. I told Diane that there was major rights violations, and she should email me back, because if not, Naples Airport Authority and Naples City is very close to getting a lawsuit. So I just want to bring this in front of the board. I want to bring this in front of everybody and make this public record, because other than that, and there is a video about this posted, and it's very concerning, this officer's behavior. I heard this officer was a good officer. All I've heard in the comment section is this is not like Corporal Davis. I don't know if he had a bad day or anything, but it doesn't matter. You should have to separate your personal business from your public servant business. So I've not even from this state, and I came here to visit, and I've had nothing but a horrible experience, not even just in Naples and Collier County, but also Lee County itself. So I just want to bring this in front of the board, let you guys know that you should probably inform the Naples Airport Authority that it is public property, it's not private property, it's accessible to the public, and we can exercise our rights freely in public. And I'm just having problems. Even I walked in the door and a gentleman back here started filming me. I feel like that's an intimidation tactic. I asked him to identify himself. He said he didn't work for the city. He works for Naples Airport Authority. Naples Airport Authority is the city. It is public. It is publicly funded, and it is for you guys to be professional and to ID yourselves when public asks. It's very simple. If we fund you guys, you should act with professionalism towards us. Thank you for your time.
Wait, don't go away. Do we have a chance?
Oh, yeah.
Do we have
I thought my time was up, so I thought I had to go.
No, your time is up.
Okay.
Do we have a chance to
Yeah,
ask
absolutely.
questions?
Absolutely.
Could I ask you why you won't identify who you are?
I'm afraid of retaliation.
By me?
By the city, by the police department, by Naples Airport Authority. Why am I getting my video and picture taken right when I walk in the door by that gentleman in the back?
Which gentleman?
This gentleman, right in the corner. Yes, you did. I have it on video, sir.
All right.
This past year, we've had no claims over that paid anything on the policy. The year before, it was about 25,000 that was paid on it, and those claims are mainly due to lightning damage on the airfield. So we looked at saying a $50,000 deductible or $250,000 deductible.
Potential carriers, right, that would entertain your type of risk. You know, unlike other parts of the country, geographically you're positioned in a place, but luckily, one thing that helped us is you obviously have loss control measures in place and you have a good story to tell, so it wasn't too difficult for us to kind of sell your...
All right, so that's...
And I will public records that because it is
All right.
public record.
I just asked you a simple question.
I know, and I'm answering you, and he's denying it. And this is what I deal with so far.
I think your time is up. So, any comments? Mr. Owens, any comment or not? No. All right, well, thank you very much.
Chair, I have a comment. Just to clarify for people who may be watching,
Okay.
the airport is not publicly funded. It is public property. There are certain portions that are held in security per
Right.
our approved security plan, but there is no public
No.
tax funding that goes towards the
We
airport.
collect no tax.
There is government and state. There's some sort of funding, grants. There's grants to the federal and state. So that is taxpayer funded, and that is funded by us. It's public property. That's all that matters.
I would agree. It's public property.
And
There
it
are
is-
certain portions that are not accessible to the public.
Exactly, which are stated with signage, which is by law. Yeah, but it is granted. There's federal and state grants through the federal and state government.
There are grants for runway improvements and things like that.
Which
but
means-
there's no local tax dollars that help fund the
And you
operation.
can't walk on the runways.
I know that. That's obvious.
Funded.
That's obvious.
Yeah,
There's signage that says no trespassing, and that's pretty dangerous to do.
it certainly is.
So, if it has federal, state grants, that is taxpayer money, correct? Federal
Those
grants,
are funded by user fees of aviation.
federal and state grants aren't taxpayer money?
Yes, through user fees.
Thank you, okay.
So, since you won't identify yourself, you must if you're
I mean, they're gonna know who I am, but I'd just rather not make it on public record what my name is.
how will we know if we receive a lawsuit, let's hypothetically we receive a lawsuit from you? We'll assume it's you, but we won't know.
I mean, if you wanna give me your email, I'll gladly have emails back and forth and I will identify then, but I'd rather not.
So it's sort of a double standard. But
It's not a double standard. You guys work for us. You guys have to identify.
Volunteer, I don't get paid. I'm a citizen volunteer.
Okay.
As are all of us. So.
Okay?
If I
And
could just interject, I will just say that obviously the authority appreciates the public's participation. We welcome public comments like these.
Right.
And we've provided this gentleman the time to speak.
Yes.
And so we appreciate your time coming today.
thank
Very
you.
much. Have a good
If you would like to give me your email after, I would love to email back and forth. Thank you.
Okay.
Who's that guy saying he was?
Who, him? He didn't say his name.
These would be your person.
Yeah. It felt like I was baiting them. Come on. To say that in a public meeting? No. The dude in the striped jacket. The checkered jacket. Michael Lenhard.
Hopefully that will not happen.
Let's,
Just give it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But, you know,
You want to give me your name? I appreciate.
Just listen, it's nothing personal. I just want
Yeah.
to, you know, like everything we do,
Yeah.
candidly has to be public.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's inconvenient because I actually might have I do have a personal friend on there, and so I'm unable to have just like a normal conversation
Yeah.
with them
Yeah.
unless it's being filmed.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I'm being literal. That's all. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not to be snarky or anything.
Oh, no, I know. I understand that. I
Okay.
just, like I said, I have no, my name's Tom.
Oh, my name's Rick.
I have no
Yeah.
problem like this, but like, I don't want it all on the
No,
TV and everything.
But I think, even I understand the reluctance, and I appreciate the privacy, but it's just the argument that it is filmed. I mean, everything
Yeah.
we do is filmed.
Exactly. That's why I was so surprised they had such a problem with me filming. I was just on the sidewalk, like going to the main entrance, like walking up to the door.
Was this outside the airport?
Yeah,
Oh, not
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, and the first security, Naples Airport Authority, he came out. He's totally fine with it.
Yeah.
He knew that it was well within my rights. But then his supervisor Jack had a big problem with it.
All right.
So,
Well, anyway, listen. You can appreciate. I assume you can. Anyway, I hope. You know, everybody interprets things differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're all human beings.
Absolutely.
And coming to a reconciliation on how and when to address each other it has nothing to do with the airport or the city, or
Yeah.
it's your personal life. It's
Yeah.
it's your friends. It's your partners.
Yeah.
And your kids even.
yeah, and that's why I came down. I haven't heard anything back for emails and everything.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come down and speak. I hate speaking in the public.
Yeah, but I do want to tell you, and it is public. You can go on the website of the NAA, and it does list email addresses.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
That's how I got Diane's.
Okay.
I already emailed her and she never
All
responded.
right,
So.
but, you know, it's we all have access.
Yeah.
To that. Whether we respond or not, I can't answer.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay.
I'll see you
Thank you,
later.
sir.
I see.
You too. Saint Serene, have a good one.
Have a good evening.